Hello everybody and welcome to a very long overdue knockoff review. Haven't done one of these in a while, have I? I say knockoff. This is in essence a knockoff of the Threezero Deluxe Last Night Optimus Prime, but it's not exactly. It's actually more based on their larger scale Last Night Prime, only done in that kind of deluxe size. We've got a lot of extra rubber pieces in there. Some of the details are kind of engraved, whereas they're printed in the Threezero version. Mang Motion has done an incredibly accurate, very detailed comparison of the two. Now, I don't have the Threezero version. It's actually one of my biggest wants. I absolutely adored how that looked. But when this came up, I couldn't say no. It was very affordable from Show Z. Take a quick look at the weapons. We have a sword. And like I said, these are engraved. Everything is engraved. Very, very flexy sword, though. I can see that getting bent or damaged over time if it's not looked after. Nice hilt there. Again, we've got that Cybertronian text. We have a lovely little arm blade. We have the additional faceplate, which we just tab in. And we have the Gatling gun section for his shield, which does, in fact, open up, and we can actually just slide this section out. We can put the additional gun in there. We've got all of these smaller sections as well. We've got the hilt for the back, and this as well acts as handle. Put that in, you can pop that in. So very, very good looking figure. Let's get up close and personal. Move all of these out of the way and take a closer look. Now, starting off around the feet, you can see that shin detail in there. Really nicely articulated hands. Love the paint scheme on him. What a gorgeous sculpt there. Really love how that looks. This back section here. This just kind of slides and hides off the hole, whereas that whole section can come out and interchange with the Threezero version. And this doesn't have that really great double jointed kind of abdominal extension that Threezero has. This does have a nice bend to it and actually looks very natural when we tilt at the hips, but it definitely doesn't have that sort of range that the Threezero figure does. But I mean, that is a really gorgeous sculpt on there. Love the paint scheme. Maybe a little bit too fresh, maybe a little bit too clean. Switching out the faceplate, nice and easy. There is a magnet behind here. Makes it nice and smooth. Nose behind the mask there. There are LED lights inside the head as well. I don't have batteries in mine, and they definitely look duller in comparison to what we got with Threezero. Again, Mang Motion done a fantastic comparison of the two, but this guy's definitely got that incredible range on his head. Lots of flexi plastic on him as well. Like, you got these articulated hips, got these extra sections around the chest. These are hinged, so nothing should, he says, should break off. These are hinged as well. We have really nice details on those rotators inside the shoulder. Lots of extra kind of cogs and things going on in there. See, this is what I'm talking about with the abdominal crunch. You don't get that double range. This section does go in and out, and we actually bend, tilt side to side at the hips as opposed to on this joint here. So we are a little bit more limited around there, but again, this is kind of more of a flexi plastic here. These aren't hinged. We do have this gorgeous red here. And the same with the ankles. We do get a pivot, but we don't get what we would get with the Threezero, which is kind of like that really deep stance. I do love the way they're filled in these calf muscles, though. Really kind of bulks out his legs. Very kind of robust beefed up look to Prime. Let's see how he compares with other versions of this character. If you find these videos useful, why not head over to Showzy or Gundammit using the link in the description below. Before you make that purchase, head up to the top of the page on the Support Your Favourite Reviewer tab and type in Benz. That'll help support the channel and keep these reviews coming. Right, to give you an idea of scale, he's a big boy. We have the oversized KO of Unique Toys, obviously done in the Nemesis deco there. And we have the Alien Attack version 2, Optimus Prime, again, which is actually a very underrated figure. It's actually much, much better than their version 1. Of course, both of these outside ones do transform as well. But yeah, he is a big, bulky guy, really robust, got that much extra height on him. I don't know, he just looks that much more dynamic, but then you're losing the transformation, aren't you? So they can afford to make them that much more dynamic. I don't really have any of the Last Night figures, but I do have the Drift model figure, which is a very, very good version of Drift. This is actually the Dark of the Moon Bumblebee, but they did kind of go back to his kind of more Dark of the Moon style with the Last Night, thankfully, because I did not like the Age of Extinction version of Bumblebee. So he's probably a little bit too big, and Drift's probably about the right sort of size. And I do have the Metagate Drift, but I haven't got him transformed up. So that's all we're going to get with that. I suppose I could always throw in some extra. Got everything prepped in vehicle mode, unfortunately. So yeah, not that it's any good to you guys, but it gives you kind of an idea. He's a really good figure. Threezero, in my opinion, from what I've seen, is leaps and bounds better, but it's a lot more expensive. This guy, for affordability and how he's going to look on my Movieverse shelf, he does the job. He is a very good looking piece. I mean, look at him. That is a gorgeous rendition of Prime. Like I said, make sure you check out Mang Motion's video. It's very, very in-depth. He's done a lot on that video that I can't do. I can't compare the two directly, and he can, and I'm incredibly thankful for people taking the time to do things like that. I mean, there are some really neat, fancy things that they added with this figure, like the ability to shift the knee pad, for example. Like the knee comes down, and this whole section here all kind of shifts with it now. Threezero kind of stays up here and stays down here. This all kind of moves, and it's little extra pieces like that, but we do sacrifice a lot. There is a lot kind of removed from those waist, and that's one of the things I really do like about the Threezero figures, is that kind of abdominal crunch, the spine being revealed. But if you're a kit builder, if you enjoy your model style kind of non-transforming Transformers as well, just to have those on display, then yeah, this is a good piece. I think this is the same brand that did the KO of the Threezero Bumblebee movie Prime, but I'm not entirely sure. We got a brown mailer, and that was kind of it with the plastic clamshell inside. But there we go. I'll include a link in the description below where this can be purchased. If you have found a video useful, feel free to give it a big thumbs up, share, and of course subscribe. As per the mini advert in the middle of this video, feel free to use Ben's over on Showzy to help these channels keep plodding along. Points win prizes, and with the points I can then buy little purchases like these and get things up and reviewed. All of my Canadian friends, happy Thanksgiving for Monday. Until next time, for myself and the rest of the Collectibles household, thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye.